On the boys side, we had about 70 boys that ran track this spring. They did an outstanding job. Very, very pleased. And you know, kind of like was mentioned in wrestling, the fact that we had freshmen and sophomores being on JV, being on varsity, I think it's going to be extremely competitive next year as far as who's running relay teams. And anybody that's been around me knows kind of my prize race is the quarter and the mile relay. That's huge for me because if you go to a track meet, kind of the headline event is that mile relay team. And a bunch of these guys improved tremendously this year, and I think next year is going to be very interesting. Matter of fact, Coach Fagan and I were just talking about that this past week. That it's going to be interesting to see next year who ends up on our mile relay team, especially on the varsity level, because we have so many guys that made such great strides this year. So I'll go ahead and announce these guys and tell you what they did in the long jump, 400-meter run, and the mile relay. Maurice Narvaez. In the 400 and the mile relay, Clay Upton. In the 100, the 4x1, and was a district medalist in the 100 meters, Dwayne King. In the 200, the 4x2 and the mile relay, Kobe Sorrell. And Kobe also ended up being an alternate for us at the area meet in the mile relay as well. In the 4x1, 4x2, and 100, Kagan Moore. In the long jump, triple jump, 100-meter run, and 4x1 100-meter relay, Parker Capriati. Now this guy, came out, and the first thing he wanted to do was run the 2-mile. And I went, nobody willingly wants to run the 2-mile. But he came out this year, and he ended up running the 200, the 400, the 800, and the mile relay. And if I'm not mistaken, had the biggest improvement in the quarter all year long of all of our quarter milers. And that's Brian Creel. In the 100, the 200, and the 400, William Walls.
Did 2 miles. What's wrong with that, dude? 2 miles.
And in the pole vault and the 400, Ethan Rodeo. All right, the varsity runners, boys.